Door's open. Come on in. I got a package for you. Oh, perfect. I've been waiting for that package. Just set it in the corner.
Okay.
All right, man. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, have a good one.
Let's tear into this package. It certainly is a large tube for just a few yards of fabric. So let's see what it looks like. Welcome back. On this episode of The Basement, we are going to tackle replacing this grill cloth on this Traynor YBA1 head and the YT15 cabinet. Now, what you see here is actually the wrong color cloth. I want to make sure I mention that. I'm very, very fortunate to have the support of Acoustical Solutions with this fabric. In my haste in finally finding the one place online that actually carries the factory correct cloth for this cabinet, I ordered the wrong color, not realizing that they even made more than one shade. Now, what's cool about this mistake is this is actually a gold and black weave as opposed to the factory original, which is a silver and black weave. But I can barely tell the difference in person, and I sure as heck can't tell the difference on camera. It's very, very subtle. Now, granted, this is old and dingy fabric, so I'm sure if we had brand new silver and brand new gold weave fabric side by side, you'd probably be able to tell a slight difference. But at the end of the day, I can't tell the difference, and even if I did, I kind of like this way, way better. So thank you, Acoustical Solutions. John and Ryan, you've been fantastic partners to work with on this project, so thank you again for supplying this fabric. I'm going to leave a link down below in the description to where you can find this fabric as well as the correct one, which is the silver weave. Again, this is the only place online I've been able to find after literally a month of research to find the correct factory Traynor fabric. But Acoustical Solutions, they do more than just crazy grill cloth, hard to find grill cloth. They carry different vendors, factory original replacements are different vendors like Fender, Mesa, Marshall, etc. Of course, Ampeg for us bass players, we definitely like our Ampeg stuff. But they also carry a wide selection of sound absorption, sound isolation, and sound diffusion products to set up your professional recording studio, your home recording studio, or even large-scale auditoriums and venues like that. So if you're in the market for anything like that, please check out Acoustical Solutions. I'll leave a link in the description below, as well as a card somewhere in this video for this product. Anyway, let's get off to this build. The first thing I want to do is I want to pull the faceplate off of this YBA1 head. Now, there's two screws going into the back of this, so it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the name plates. We spent way too much time and effort getting these as close to perfect as we possibly could, so I definitely don't want to screw them up at this stage of the build. That would that'd probably make me cry, and nobody wants to see a 40-year-old dude cry. Alright, so now that we've got the guts of the head out of the way, I can get to the two screws that hold on the factory faceplate. And now, it just comes right off. You can see this was not glued, this was stapled with a whole bunch of staples. Now you can kind of see the difference because this silver weave hasn't had much time outside of the inside of the head. But it's such a subtle difference, you can't really tell. Alright, so now let's go ahead and pop the grill cover off the cabinet. And we'll run everything upstairs to the kitchen part of the studio. And we'll take off the old and put on the new. Alright, so we're back in the kitchen here. And what I've got here before you are basically the tools I think I need to perform this task. Now I want to start off by saying man, none of my videos can really be considered a tutorial. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. I'm figuring this out as I go. This will be my first attempt at ever trying to recloth a speaker grill cabinet face, and this is going to be a great replacement. The key thing is the pattern that this Traynor cabinet is known for. That's what the big defining characteristic of the cloth is the pattern. It's kind of got like this hexagonal, almost a honeycomb type of pattern going to it. So as I stretch this out across this frame, I'm going to make sure that I get the exact same alignment and direction of that. So I did get a couple of pictures to note that. I'm probably going to start off by disassembling this faceplate, start small, and go from there. I don't even know where to start. There is a ton, and I mean a ton, of staples. When I say a ton of staples, I mean there's a boatload of staples. so the faceplate for the head is all done. Got the staples all out of this. Once I settled into a rhythm after I figured out that it's actually really good to clamp the frame down to the table, it really only took me about 20 minutes to get all those crazy staples out. So now it's time to do the most gratifying part of this build project, in my opinion, aside from the speakers, which honestly I'm terrified to do. And that's going to be really the next episode. It's going to be the speakers and then finally a test. This piece I'm really excited about because this is going to make the biggest cosmetic difference to this entire build project. Alright, so as you can see, this turned out really, really well. I'm very, very grateful to Acoustical Solutions for providing the fabric for me. In fact, they gave me so much of this fabric, I can't really use it all at once. I don't have but one more cab to do, and I don't want it to match this one because it's not the same brand. So I figured what I'd do, because Acoustical Solutions was gracious enough to supply me with extra fabric, I figured I would pay the favor forward and give some of this fabric remnants away. Now I've got enough at least to do a couple of 4x12 cabinets, a couple of 2x15 cabinets, something like that. So I can do at least 2 more cabinets worth of grill fabric and at least 4 amp heads. So here's how to win. Number 1, subscribe to the channel. That is a prerequisite. Second, I want to hear your story. I want to see a picture of you with your project that you want to redo using this grill cloth, and a short story about how you acquired that piece of gear and why it means so much to you to redo. So tag me on Instagram at BrianPage79. Use the hashtag TheBasementFixMyGrill. I'll pick 2 winners for speaker cabinets and 4 winners for amp heads by the end of April and get those mailed out to you. So again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.